What is up, besties? Welcome back to another episode. I am Sam.
And I'm Taylor. So glad to have you back on this lovely Friday. When you're listening to this, we're in Mexico.
Oh, baby, we're wearing some skimpy bikinis on the beaches of Mexico.
Yes, I'm literally so excited. The episode after this is going to be a total recap of the trip, so don't miss that. We're also going to be vlogging on YouTube. We're going to be on stories like crazy. We're going to be on TikTok like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So don't don't miss out. The Mexico content will be 6 days of Mexico everywhere. It's going to be a good time. But today we wanted to talk about how we go into travel with no stress about our bodies, about food, about workouts, about all that.
Yeah, we have been traveling a lot over the last 2 years together. And I can definitely say within like the last 2 years of Taylor and I traveling together, things have definitely changed. The way we approach going into a vacation or like a work trip or whatever, just knowing that we're going to be off routine. So we're excited to kind of jump into that and talk about how we approach it.
Yeah, because that's kind of a huge thing we get in our DMs is, oh my God, I'm going on a trip and I can't work out for a week. What do I do?
Yeah.
That's huge in the
Like,
DMs.
yeah.
So
Lots of
we're just going to go like all into that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. But first, let's talk about us. It was a good week.
It was a good week. Self-control, baby. We only went out once this weekend.
Yes, and it was truly 10 out of 10 amazing. Like,
No, I mean, like, FOMO a little bit.
FOMO.
Like, our guy friends went out that one night, and I was like, damn.
I'm not going to lie. Like, I had FOMO for maybe 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But I felt so good that I honestly really didn't. Because at the end of the day, look, it's always fun. I'm not going to say it's not fun. But the same thing kind of does happen, like, every single time. Like,
it does happen every single time.
Like,
but
nothing. I know I didn't miss anything monumentally crazy. Like, it's really going to be okay. And I just felt so good having early nights in, reading a lot of my book, getting sleep. Like, I just feel really great that we only did one. I feel like we'll be on a wave of one for
a while, yeah.
For a little bit. I like
so.
this one night a week. I really enjoyed it.
But I do. The thing is, like, I want to be able to do something on the other night.
Well, I think we can do something without going out.
Like, we should go to dinner.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like doing something. I want to do something and be social.
I just need to get out of the house because I go kind of crazy.
Yeah, we stayed at home on Saturday the whole entire day.
Yeah, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
The beginning of the week, though, before even the weekend approached, last week was my first full week of workouts, which was fucking hype. Let's go. Obviously, you guys know I'm not hitting chest, but like my workout split, which I said last week, my workout split is 3 lower body days, a back day, and then a solid core workout. And I did it, and I felt freaking fantastic. So I'm like so happy to finally be moving my body, lifting some heavy weights. Leg days, I would say, are back to like 95%. I'm not like fully 100% there. And then my back, like upper body day, I would say is like 80% there because I've only hit upper body in the last, now I'm going to be going on 6 weeks because I didn't do any upper body before my surgery. So 6 weeks of only 3 workouts of upper body.
That's insane.
I know.
That's
crazy to say.
So crazy. But you'll bounce back and you'll get right into it.
Oh, 100%. I'm just more nervous about the like chest days. Or just not like every now and then when I'm just kind of like feeling like it, I'll be like, oh, let me just like see how my chest and my shoulders are feeling. And I'll drop down to do some push-ups, or like if I'm at the gym, I'll like fuck around with like a 10-pound dumbbell, and I'm like, oof, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to get back into this. Like, not going to lie, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I had a deload week last week because this week going heavy. I already tried maxing out my bench today. Didn't hit what I wanted to, but whatever. But basically last week was a deload week, so I took it pretty easy in the gym, which is so boring, but it is what it is. And it was fun, and I spent the whole week of last week wondering why I didn't get my period. So a little off birth control update. The whole week I was like, where's my period? I'm one paranoid girl. So obviously I took like a million pregnancy tests because I got this on Amazon. It's a big pack. It's ovulation test and pregnancy test. I only wanted ovulation test, but they pretty much all came in packs with pregnancy tests. So I just happened to get that. And obviously I'm just so paranoid that I'm out here taking like 6 pregnancy tests. They're all negative. Still was convinced I was pregnant, even though all of them were negative. And it's okay because today I got my period. But all of last week I was like, what the hell? Where is my period? And my cycle was like 45 days long. But nevertheless, I got my period.
Yeah, I still have not got my period yet. But like, it's weird because I like, my body goes through the phases. I'm not getting the bleed, but like when I'm ovulating, like I feel my body ovulating, and then like in my panties, not to be like so fucking gross, but like, you know, like what happens when you ovulate down there. So it's like, I know I'm going through the motions. I'm just not getting the period. It sucks. But it's okay. I guess, well, here's the thing. I have been on hormonal birth control, or I was on hormonal birth control for like almost 9 years. And before that, like, before those 9 years, like, I don't even really remember what my period was like. Like, I feel like maybe my period was like really, it was really fucking light. So I'm like, maybe just like normally for me, like, it's just a little bit of a dry bleed and then that's it. Like, because 2 months ago, that's what I got, was like a little bit of a dry bleed. And then this past month, I didn't get anything. And going into the new year, I have tried like a lot of like doing the bone broth and the seed cycling and then taking like hormonal balancing like supplements. And I feel like my body's just kind of like got smacked in the face by like all those things that I'm doing. So now I haven't gotten a period, but hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon. I also want to give an update. I've been eating eggs now for quite a little bit, and I always get questions how I like it. I like them. I never felt weird. I don't know. I think they're good. There's nothing really to say. Like, I get so many questions like, update us on like how you've been eating eggs. I literally don't know what to say. I'm just eating them.
Yeah.
There's nothing crazy going on. I don't know what updates you guys are like looking for. There's nothing really to say. I just eat them.
Speaking of like random, like, I don't know, I'm just going to kind of call you out on what you said this morning.
Oh, what? Do you know that TikTok audio that goes, I talk a lot, so I learned to tune myself out. That's how I feel right now. Like, what you said, it's like, oh, like, nice. Like,
yeah.
I talk a lot, so I just learned how to tune myself.
The face you just made at me, you go, oh.
Look, not to call us both out, and, like, I say a lot of shit. So when you say I'm going to call you out on what you said, I'm like,
So she's on her period. And she said she needs to switch out her tampon after she takes a shit.
Oh my god, that's not what I thought you were gonna say. Okay, guys,
well, we're on birth control talk tampons.
Okay. I thought you were gonna talk about something else.
We're gonna get into that too.
Okay. So, I just, after you take a shit, like, just because like that feels dirty to me, like, I would rather, like, in a perfect world, I would do it at the same time we want to change a tampon, because I just feel like I want like every single thing to be clean, like, just in my brain. Like, I know it's not actually dirty, it's just a feeling that I just want to. And Sam was like, what, like, how messy do you take shit?
I was like,
and
her shits must be messy.
I'm like, no, it's not that. Like, it's not that.
No, she got some messy shits, bro.
It's not that. I just, like,
you should see her when she sprints up the stairs to go to her toilet.
I sprint anyways.
No, you don't. Like, it's like sprint. It's so quiet. You literally put your coffee down silently, just leave me, and then all of a sudden I just see you fucking sprinting up the stairs.
No, I will not take slander. So, okay, I shit every morning twice. Yes, I do. Always. So, like, you're right. Like, so not my shit schedule being like on the podcast. This is how, like, when I say we tell you guys,
bro.
When I say we tell you guys everything, like, look, right when I wake up, bathroom, breakfast, coffee, bathroom, 100%. I just want you to realize, watch me go up the stairs any single time I go up the stairs. I run and skip a stair, no matter where I'm going.
To the toilet.
No,
it makes it funny.
I know, but I do it. That's how I go up the stairs. I can be going up the stairs for anything. I run and I skip a step. So you can pay attention from here on out. If I'm like, oh, I left my charger in my room, I'm gonna go get it. I skip a step and I run. But that is, I have a very good poop schedule, and I'm proud of it.
It's a little too good. I'm like a little bit concerned at how quickly her
twice in the morning, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyways, I just like I don't know, like, I'm just, you know, I feel like I hear too many horror stories about like how you're just like down there needs to be, as you're a girl, like, needs to be like so clean. I like everything to be like clean.
That's why you take the string and you pull it forward.
I know.
And then you go with the other hand around the back and you wipe the boot.
I know. In a perfect,
I don't know. Some people might need this like little information. Like,
in a perfect world, I would literally change it every single time, but that's wasteful. I just, like, to me, I'm like, ooh, fresh.
Yeah,
like,
fresh.
It just like is the thing to me.
Tampons be expensive though. We
That's
can't be
doing
doing that.
We can't be doing that. Can't be doing that in this economy.
No, not happening.
No. Casey's like, our producer is listening to this.
Fuck.
Like, ew.
I always forget that we have like a man that has to.
Yeah, he's like, ew, okay, gross. But anyway, so yeah, Sam just like really thought that was weird, and I'm like, I don't know. I would just prefer, like, I feel like you took it as like every single time I get shit all over tampon, I have to take it out. Like, no, I leave it in because it's fine. I would just rather. I'd rather.
Yeah, like I thought you were dealing with like a dilemma or something.
No, it's really not a pressing. It's really not a pressing issue in my day-to-day life.
Oh, boy.
So like, if that comforts you,
yeah,
that
I'm
not like really.
And another comment given on Taylor's shits is.
I'm gonna have to like keep taking note of like things that you do to be like calling you.
Go ahead. But okay, so one time she was in my bathroom when I wasn't home and then put it on her Snapchat story, and she was like using Sam's toilet, and then I swipe up and I go, bro, like literally ask me next time, like as a joke. And she thought I was like dead ass. She was like, oh my god, like really she was like so nervous. She was like, oh my god, like
I couldn't tell. I was like, bro.
I was like, are you mad? Like really, are you mad? I was like, no, I'm not actually mad. But then, like when we were having that conversation in person, she was like, "Don't worry, like I would never shit in your bathroom." And I was
like, I wouldn't poop in here.
I was like, I wouldn't care if you pooped in my bathroom.
But like, why would I poop in your bathroom? I have my own bathroom.
But like, it doesn't matter. Like, there's what's the difference between you doing that and then like taking a shit in a public bathroom at like Starbucks?
No, to me, it's just like that's just like your bathroom. So I'd also rather not take a shit in a public bathroom. At
but
Starbucks.
bruh.
No, I mean, especially at a coffee place, like sometimes you have to. But what I'm saying. Like, duh. But I'm saying is like in an ideal world, I'd poop in my own bathroom.
Yeah, I mean,
if I had to poop so bad that I physically could not leave the kitchen, because Sam's room connects to the kitchen and my room's upstairs. So if I was in a situation so pressing that I couldn't even walk upstairs, I would be concerned.
Yeah.
Like, that's not okay. That'd be insane.
Sometimes I worry for you with how fast you went up those stairs.
Don't worry. Okay, tomorrow morning I'll go in your bathroom.
Perfect. Thanks.
Don't worry. So anyways, enough with that, because I feel like violated. I feel
it's okay to be violated.
I feel violated. Nothing else to me that interesting was happening over the week.
Yeah, what are you saying? We went to the pool for the first day on Thursday.
Oh my god, that was this week?
Yeah, bro.
Not this being the longest week of all time. I feel like that was like
guys,
3
the
weeks
weather
ago.
literally went from like 40 degrees to the next week being 85 degrees here in Texas, and we had a pool day.
Yes, we had
first
a pool
one
day
of the year.
I got tan, brought my Kindle to the pool, brought an Olipop, the good old days. Like, it was so happy. Like, the feeling of sunshine. Literally, I just keep referencing TikTok audios. It's like my personality trait. Like, I posted a video to the audio. It's like, dude, I'm getting my personality backed up. Like, I'm feeling like myself again. And it's like, no, genuinely, because I didn't realize leaving Miami how much I love Miami and being by a pool all year round. And I took it for granted. And now I'm like, holy shit, I didn't realize that being in the sunshine and the heat is like part of my DNA and my personality. Like, I didn't realize how crucial that was to me feeling like myself.
Yeah. What used to be in my personality was like going on vacations. When I lived in Boston, I would hop on a plane every single month to go somewhere warm. Like, it was bad. But yeah, no, we had a nice little pool day, and a few of our friends, like, they work remote, so they were able to join us, which was great. But then Friday was the day we went out.
Yeah, but I also want to give a little quick talk to my girlies that like me for my book content this week. Like last week and this week, I read Girl with No Job's memoir and The Silent Patient. They were both like 3-star books. I talk about books in my story all the time. But yeah, I read Girl with No Job, forget the whole title, read her memoir, and then I read The Silent Patient. They were all right. One was a thriller. Pretty good. All on my Amazon, but those are my books. I talk about them on Instagram.
Yeah. And for a visual for this weekend, Friday, I vlogged the entire day. So everything we're about to say right now, if you want the visual, go watch the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. I vlogged Sunday.
Yeah.
So you get almost the whole weekend.
Yeah, almost.
We didn't do anything on Saturday, so you missed. If you want the visual, picture me and Sam on the couch all day.
Yeah, besides leaving to go get coffee, and that was it. But yeah, we went out on Friday. We've been just going to the same bar every single like weekend on Friday, and it's a lot of fun because all of our friends go there. And this weekend we kind of went in with the intention of like a massive pregame, which didn't happen, but at the end of the day I don't really care because we still had so much fun.
Right.
Like, we were trying to get like a massive pregame at an apartment downtown with all of our friends, just because we haven't done that in so long. We used to do like a very big pregame and then all go somewhere, but that didn't happen, so we just all went straight to the bars at like 8 p.m.
Yeah, it's just like because like it used to be kind of one big friend group, but now there's like divides, like with like
Which I think going into summer, it will all come back together, though.
Right, because we'll all be at the pool.
Yeah, like everyone will be at the pool. Everyone will be wanting to pregame. Like, we'll see each other more. I just think it's because it's been, like, colder and, like, a lot of people, like, working more. Like,
yeah. Summer always seems, the sunshine just makes people happier. So all the drama will disappear once people get their, like, vitamin D back in their system. But so Friday, we got ready early. We were at this bar at, like, 8:30. Yeah. We were there so early, but it was cool because we don't really get, like, cocktails at these places.
I do.
Right. You get espresso martinis. But I was out here ordering, like, a lavender Moscow Mule. Bitch, what? Like, I'd be getting, like, a tequila soda. But because we were there so early, there was no line. And I was literally about to go order a tequila soda. And to the girls in front of me, he hands these pink, beautiful drinks. I was like, what was that? And he was like, a lavender Mule.
What was that?
I was like, I'll take it. Give me that. Like, and I thought I was going to get a freaking tequila soda.
I think it's a little bit too much if you're at, like, a big packed bar with a dance bar. You don't hold, like, a cocktail. You just get, like,
well, to me, like,
mixed drink.
I wish, like, I'd love to hold a cocktail. I'm not going to be that asshole to the bartender that's so deep in his work. And be like, can I get a lavender Mule? Like, if I was a bartender, I'd be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Yeah. But, like, no one was there. So I was like, sure. Yeah. Make it for me.
If you live in Austin, Texas, Lucky Duck has the best espresso martinis that are, like, on the cheaper side. And they fuck you up. Like, I get one and I'm, like, already feeling a buzz from them. And I love it. So I always start my night with one of those.
Yes, Sam does. And then, I got a Moscow Mule. That's what I did. Because I just can't do espresso martinis, guys. I don't know what it is. Coffee and alcohol, to me, just doesn't go. The smell of it makes my stomach, like, in knots. Like, the smell of it literally, like, maybe I'll get over it. Like, you know, some things are...
I hope you get over it because I just, like, I love
them.
And
I want you to like wine.
And you know what the thing is? I'm happy Haley likes them because I get to enjoy it with somebody else. But, like, if I had to enjoy them by myself, then I'd be like, oh, damn it. But, yeah, so.
Yeah, it just, like, isn't, it truly just isn't for me. And I love coffee and I love cocktails, so you'd think I'd be down. I'm not.
We always run into people, too, at that bar. Yeah. Like, that we know. Like, we were sitting at the picnic table. So the bar is, like, a backyard. So there's, like, the bar. And then, like, you go outside to the backyard and there's a bunch of picnic tables. And we were just sitting down. And we, of course, see, like, another group of our friends, like, walking in. And we're like, oh, hey, like, come join us. Like, sit with us. So at that point, there was, what, like, 10 of us just sitting at the table?
Yeah, there was a good vibe of people. And we just, like, honestly just sat there and had our drinks. Didn't really do anything crazy. Sat there.
They got some food.
They got food. Like, chill vibes. We basically, since we didn't have the pregame there, we were like, we'll just get there early and pregame at the bar. Like, our pregame will just be the fact that we're already there early.
I can timestamp, too, like, our entire night. We got there at 9 p.m. So I took a picture of the bar that, like, we go to all night, 9 p.m.
Yeah, empty. It was, like, literally so empty.
Like, this is a pretty good photo.
It is. It's very artsy.
Very artsy of me.
So then we bop around and we went into Latchkey, best place on earth.
Yeah, best place on earth. And let me tell you right now, this bar is the worst bar when it comes to going to the bathroom. Like, you gotta wait in a very long time. The bathrooms are, like, in the back of the bar. They're porta potties, but they're, like, bougie ass porta potties.
They have inside ones.
They do, but that line's always long too.
Yeah, I've never been in it.
And I don't want to have to, like, go all the way around.
No, I've never been in it.
You've never been in them? Really? But yeah, so they're, like, kind of bougie ass bathrooms, but it's like you can only really fit one person into them. But me and Taylor always try to, like, squeeze in there together. But I have, like, marked my photos of time. 10 p.m. is the first time I went to the bathroom, and I went probably the bathroom like 3 or 4 times that entire night, just, like, going back and forth, having to wait in line.
I really had to fucking pee on Friday.
Yeah, or finessing. Like, if you see a group of guys in line and you're alone, just go up to them, like, hey. Like, what is everyone's name?
So bad.
I had to be so bad. I can't hold it. And they're like, oh my God, like, join us. And I'm like, thanks. Little do you know, after this, I'm skirting away from you. So then, yeah, bathroom was, like, a hard time there. So I always try to, like, hold it off until I really can't go anymore. And that doesn't last very long.
Yeah, but Sam goes in the porta potty and she's taking forever. And I'm like, bitch. Like, because first of all, I'm always, like, I get really angry when there's a bathroom with a long line. Like, you gotta pee and get out. Like, pee and get out. Like, you should be in there for, not even kidding, 10 seconds. Pee and get out. Like, efficient. So when my friend was being the one taking too long, I was like, so I'm being in the door. I'm like, can you let me in? What the fuck are you doing? Like, how are you in here for so long? She's taking selfies. She's like, she thinks she's serving. She thinks she's eating. Like, she's taking selfies in the porta potty. I was like, you bitch. Like, you knew I'm outside the door. Like,
I
you
knew. That's
knew.
why it took longer, because I was like, it's not a stranger. It's just Taylor.
Yeah, your best friend, like, peeing her pants. And I'm like, can you open the door? So then we're both in there. And then she was just taking selfies with, like,
You sitting
me
on the toilet.
And I was like, you're really taking selfies when I'm out there, like, struggling for my life, waiting to come in this porta potty. Like, oh my God, the fucking picture. I can't.
0.5 is like my best friend.
You know what?
And now that I'm drunk, I do it with
if
everything.
you're watching on YouTube, I'm putting, I'll put the picture.
Yeah.
I'll put the picture.
What's the 0.5 for literally everything? Like, even this photo, our group photo, all the group photos were in 0.5.
Yeah, well, 0.5 when someone takes it of you, you look like a short person.
Yeah, like that's. But I don't know. All these, like, that's
shrunk.
0.5. They're all 0.5.
Yeah, but we
I
had
love it.
fun dancing pictures.
I'm the queen of taking photos. So we have like these two guy friends that like, they always just end up showing up where we are. And it's really funny because like I now hope that they hang out with us more, because every time we're at the bar, they're there. And one of them looks at me and goes, oh my goodness, like, Sam, I forgot to tell you, because 2 weeks ago I took so many pictures of him, and he was like, I need you around more often because you take so many photos and I never ever get photos.
What are you talking about?
Greg.
Oh.
And he was like, I never get photos when we're out. Like, I need you around more often. Like, you're the mom of the group taking photos. I'm like, bet. And it hyped me up so much that, like, because of that, I took way more than I typically do. So my camera roll from that night has, like, over 100, 200 photos. But it's, like, so worth it. Like,
yeah.
If I look like a psycho person, like, constant flash, 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 camera, camera, camera. Like, in the moment, I'm probably really annoying. But the next morning, I'm like, I'm so happy I took all these photos.
Yeah, Sam's like, what? That's all you posted? Like, you needed to post more on your Snapchat story. I'm like, the thing is, like, as someone who is like so addicted to their phone, I get in modes where I'm like, no phone, like phone gone.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I am when I go out, which like in a way is very healthy of me, that I'm like posting nope, like moment. But then I'm like, I wish I had a video of that. Like, I'm like, 'cause again, like a lot of our job is like taking videos that like we took when we're out and making them into TikToks, putting them on our story, whatever it may be. And I'm like, oh, I wish I took a video of that. Would have been great. So I'm trying to, after last weekend,
you just gotta constantly hold your phone in your pocket. You can't put it in your purse.
I don't put my phone in my purse.
Oh, you hold it though now?
Yeah.
Oh.
My phone's like in my hand, I'd say like 90% of the time. Yeah, I will get better at it. I'm determined.
It's the memes, man.
You know what's also been hard? If I'm with a boy, I can't be taking pictures. Now I can probably. Like first, but like for 2 weekends in a row before this, I was on like first, second dates with a boy.
Yeah.
What am I gonna be doing? Like taking pictures?
That's true. That's true.
Like I can't take pictures. But now I can.
Yeah, you 100% can.
Yeah, now I can. It's totally fine. But I'd say that's a big part of it too. But then we made this wild decision. We were out dancing, vibing, having so much fun. And then we're like, should we go to
West, keep in mind, is the same exact road that we're on. There's an east side and a west side, but you need to drive because there's a highway that like is between the two, that divides the two.
Even if you didn't drive, it'd be kind of far. Like if it was one connecting road, that'd be far south.
Well, you can scooter. You could scooter, but like going through
but
like
don't
that highway
scooter
thing,
under the influence. Anyway, no. So we were like, wait, should we go? And like, we never really go somewhere and then drive and leave somewhere else. Like,
no, especially at midnight.
That's crazy.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna document the time stamps.
Driving to leave to another bar is absolutely insanity, but we did it. We wanted to go because we had men over there.
Yep, at 11:02 was my last video there, and then by 11:40 we were on the jet ski.
Right. So we had men on the west side. So obviously we had to leave. Like, hello, duh. Like, because we're simps. Like, one thing about me is I'm a simp. So we were at Cat's Pajamas, which is where we used to always go, and it felt so good to be back.
I know, like, you know when you like haven't been somewhere in a really long time.
That's what you need. Like, you need to like miss you can't be at a bar all the time because then you get sick of it. You need to take a break and then go back, and then you appreciate it. So good. The vibes were so right. Like
so many people we knew there.
It was so fun. It was great. Loved it. Had so much fun. Met up with a dude.
I met up with a dude. Huge regret on that one.
Huge L, major L,
Huge
big
L.
fumble.
Toxic man.
Toxic, awful, horrible. I had a decent night. Didn't really do much after that. Like
Yeah.
once I met, like then the night was kind of like.
Yeah. So kind of little backstory. You guys know the coffee date guy I went on a date with. Basically, he ended up telling me like after the first date or like, so like I had seen him or been with him like 3 times, but like anyway, he tells me that he's moving in 4 months and he's not looking for anything serious. And like obviously I'm dating with like the intent to find a boyfriend. Like I'm not dating just to like fuck around with someone and like say peace. But you know, then my drunk mind was just racing that night and I was like, you know what? Like fuck it. Like let's have some fun. So I like ended up talking to him like when we got to the bar, which like we already like we're under the intention of like, okay, we'll remain friends. We're in the same friend group. Like we gotta remain friends and like say hi to each other. So I went up to him, said hi, and my drunk self was just like we just were talking for a while, and then it eventually got into a deep conversation of like, yeah, like I told, like we were just kind of like revamping on the conversation we had via text. Like, oh my goodness, like it's fine. Like I get you're leaving in 4 months, but like whatever. Like if you want to just have fun, we'll have some fun. You guys can understand what I'm trying to say by that.
You're picking up what I'm putting down.
So I was under the intent that we were probably just going to like go hang out after the bar. And all of a sudden, I turn around for 0.2 seconds to talk to another friend. And he sprints out of the bar. And I'm like, I was talking to Luke. So my friend was in town DJing for like a frat at UT. So I turned around to talk to him for 2 seconds. And I turned back around and he's gone. So I texted him. I'm like, where do you go? He goes, my ex showed up. I had to dip. I saw her and I was baffled. And then I was like, what? And he was like, I'm not toxic. I swear. I'm not toxic. And like, let's keep in mind when I like hung out with him like last week, he told me he hasn't been in a serious relationship in 4 years. So I ended up finding out that this man had been in like an 8-month relationship, like literally like 2 months ago. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is this man lying?
Yeah.
Like it's okay. Like if you were in a previous relationship, that's totally fine. I don't care. It's just the fact that you lied. Like, that's weird.
Don't be a liar. Also, I'd have to say, I think it's a really big red flag. For how old is he?
27.
Okay. To be a 27-year-old grown-ass man and, like, so immature with an ex like that.
Yeah, like, running
Do you know
away.
what I mean? Like, you can't be mature enough to be in the same room as someone.
No.
Or at least... Like, I get it. Sometimes there's really bad endings. You would rather be somewhere else. But to be, like, mature enough to have, like, to tell you what's going on. Like, to not sprint and leave. Like, I think that's really, really childish.
It makes it worse, too, because he even said to me after sprinting off and leaving that it was very short-lived and it wasn't anything serious. Okay, then why are you sprinting away?
What
the fuck?
No, I don't really like that whole, like, oh, my ex is here. And now, don't get me wrong. I would never want to date a guy that's, like, friends with his ex-girlfriend. But you shouldn't have to sprint out of a bar like that. Because then that shows, like, why do you care so much?
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was weird. So then after that, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go, like, do my own thing, whatever, hang out with my friends. And then I ended up leaving. But then I woke up the next morning. I was like, damn, like, he really told me he wasn't toxic. Like, if you have to pronounce that to yourself, like, out loud, like, you're toxic. Like, what the heck? So that's end of that. And then hopefully after CABO, I put some more effort into other men.
100%. I had myself like a very chill night after that. I didn't stay out too much longer than Sam because like it was already kind of late when you left and the bars closed at 2.
Yeah,
so like we just like
order of Uber was at 1.
Yeah, we were just like hanging around. Went to like 2 more places, but didn't really do much. We're just like standing around talking, and then I had myself a night.
Yeah, I went to bed probably around like 2. Woke up at like 9, 10. I don't remember, but I got like a good amount of sleep. But Saturday, for some reason, like I think it was just like the buildup of like all of the weekends that we've had that like I wasn't hungover on Saturday. I was just tired.
I also think that when you're laying in bed all day, like you get more tired than if you were to get up. Like,
yeah, that's like, another thing. Like, that's why we need to, if we go out on Fridays, get up and do something.
It makes you more tired to be laying in bed than if you just got up, in my opinion.
Yeah, we literally got like a coffee at a drive-through, came back and binged Outer Banks for like a few hours and some Love Island, and I ended up going into my bed at 8:30 p.m.
Yeah,
and our guy friends were texting us. They were like, "What are you guys doing?" I'm like, "I'm in bed."
Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, people were trying to hang out," and I was like, "No."
I'm like, if you guys would have asked that maybe like 3 or 4 hours ago, I probably would have. But you guys literally are texting me at 8:30. asking what I'm doing, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, and we found our new cheat code if we don't want to go out and we're being asked.
That's so true.
So we always have ice cream, like a snack. Sometimes I have it 7, sometimes 8. It was 8 p.m. We were both having ice cream, and we were just like, bro, you can't go out
after eating ice cream.
Like, tell me I'm gonna eat this ice cream and then drink a tequila soda. That just doesn't sit right with me. That just seems wrong. That just does not seem right.
Visualize this right now. Our very hungover asses sitting curled up in balls in 2 corners of the couch, and we're both a massive bowl of ice cream with shit tons of toppings, and we both just look at each other, and she says that, she goes, I'm not going out, I'm eating ice cream.
No, you cannot go out after you eat ice cream. That just seems if I'm eating ice cream, I will not be leaving my house post ice cream. That means my night is over. My day is done. That's it. My snack has been had. I'm unreachable. So we were look, honestly, because sometimes you get peer pressured. If I'm no, I don't want to go, then at 7 p.m. I need to eat some ice cream.
Yeah, because I'm not going to
then I'm checked out.
Yeah.
Then I'm checked out. I'm done. I'm done for the night. Because right after dinner, I could put makeup on.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
Thought of having ice cream and then a tequila soda or a
that's
espresso
literally
martini.
That's literally gonna make me gag. Something about that is just so wrong.
Yeah,
that's just not okay. But then Sunday, the day that is all on my vlog, I vlogged literally the entire day. The vlog's 20 something minutes long. We had ourselves a day. We went to the gym, which is so unusual, but because we're going to Mexico, we figured we'd get that workout in because obviously everything's gonna be messed up. So we got that workout in on a Sunday. Got some coffee,
a little bit of groceries,
played some tennis, which sports journey, I'm getting better at tennis. Last time we played tennis, I almost never even made contact with the ball, and this time I actually made contact with the ball and hit the ball in play, which is insanity. So that's
really I want to talk about this real quick too, because I never even mentioned this to you, but I got this one weird ass DM from someone, and they were like, oh my god, did you work out twice today? I got that
DM too. My girl, maybe we read it in different tones, but
no, she DM'd me again and goes, did you really, because I didn't answer. I didn't even read it. Yeah. And she DM'd me again. It was a burner account and was like, did you really work out twice? Are you going to answer me? Did you work out twice?
My girl was like, it's really triggering to see someone work out twice. Oh, no, she didn't say that to me. Girl?
Yeah, definitely a different girl.
Okay, because I got a DM
but
being
I'm bro, it's fucking tennis.
Yeah,
what are you, I'm not my heart rate probably got over 100.
This girl DM'd me and she was like, hey, did you and Sam work out twice today? It's just really triggering for me recovering.
Oh my god, that makes me so mad.
Because I opened it, I had to answer. But at first I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, no. And then I was like, oh. I played tennis, but then I had to answer because I already read it. And I was like, it's the same exact thing as if I were to lift and then do cardio at the gym at the same time, people would consider that one workout.
Yeah.
But if I were to lift and then go play sports, people consider it 2. It's no, it's the same exact thing as if I lifted and then went on the treadmill.
If it triggers you, please unfollow us because I'm so done with people's own issues being reflected onto me as if I'm doing something bad and I'm promoting something bad.
Yeah, how dare
I went to go play fucking tennis.
How dare you promote playing games?
Literally, I went to go play fucking tennis with my guy friends.
Toxic.
I was just are we for real right now? Be fucking for real.
If anything, what we're promoting is your workout should be
fun. Literally.
It's not I slaved away on the Stairmaster twice.
I'm
I went to the park.
I'm sorry, but that DM really
yeah, and I think if that some people need to look inward. They really, really need to look inward and really think about that and get that really worked on. Because never once would I see someone going to the gym and then also playing a sport and being this is toxic.
Yeah. What?
I think that's a little bit crazy.
A little crazy.
But yeah, I opened it, so I had to answer it. And I was like, well, what? And part of me obviously felt bad because I was like, damn, I know how it feels to be down bad.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I wasn't sending people that. So
yeah, I wasn't oh my god,
because
this is a little bit toxic.
Because then people might not realize this. Getting those DMs stresses me out because then I'm like, oh my god, am I what am I doing wrong? Fuck, should I put should I have said this, done this? At the end of the day, it's still just criticism that's kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, so unnecessary.
And it stresses me out. I'm like, bro, like, what did I do?
I'm just gonna let you guys know right now. I'm gonna continue to go to the gym and play tennis once a week.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
How
Like,
dare you?
it's not like I'm playing tennis
I go to
every
the
day.
gym and then I dance.
Yeah.
And I get so many DMs of people so overcomplicating it. Like, do you dance on your rest day or this day? I'm like, I go to dance whenever I want to go to dance. I don't know. I'm like, they're like, do you work out also when you dance? I'm like, sometimes. I don't know what to tell you. Like, sometimes it might have ended up being a rest day. Some days it was a leg day. Like, I don't know. It really honestly depends. And it's like the amount of like the questions people ask I didn't even think of, like, it literally gives me like a panic attack.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Like, the fact that it took me a second. Like, I literally first answered no. I was like, no, we didn't go to the gym twice. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, no, same.
And I was like, oh, she thinks tennis was a workout? I'm like, I would have played tennis even if tennis made me like.
What about spike ball? We were playing spike ball. Was that my third workout?
Yeah,
I went from
I
doing
practiced my
gym.
handstands.
I went from gym, tennis to spike ball. I guess that's 3 workouts.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Anyways, do we want to get into the topic or do we want to talk about one more thing?
I like think that's like a really big topic and I'll talk about it for hours and we might have to throw that
Okay.
into next.
Yeah, we can throw it into next
because
week.
okay, how about this? Next week we won't really have a weekly catch up because
Yeah.
the catch up will be the episode.
Yeah.
So maybe we could just throw it in.
Yeah, we'll throw it in.
I'll give you guys a little teaser to make sure you follow, rate, subscribe to listen. We're going to talk about plastic surgery and fat loss surgeries.
Yeah, fat loss surgeries specifically.
Stay tuned.
Mm-hmm. But keep listening to this one.
Keep listening to this one, but make sure you set those reminders, follow, get it ready to listen to next week because it'll be too long of a conversation for one podcast that we just don't have time for. So I think we should just get into it so you guys understand where our headspace is at and how we got to the point where we could travel and be off routine and be totally fine. Because you should be able to do the same thing too. And the fear of losing progress because you're on a trip is so stupid. And you should, like, y'all literally need to stop. And if we can help one person stop.
And I honestly will say right now too, like, I wish 2-3 years ago, the conversation I'm having right now with you guys, I heard myself.
Literally.
So, like, don't think that, like, we're perfect in any way because I used to, like, do these, like opposites of what we're about to tell you to prepare for a trip and not the best, like, balanced way.
Yeah, I went to a beach vacation in 2020, like August 2020, I think it was. Oh my God. It was like right at the end of quarantine. Like, and I was so toxic on that trip. And like that girl needed this because homegirl was stressed and that girl needed this. Like I can just think back to times of me being like a toxic, horrible person.
Yeah.
So I have a few things written down that are just good, like reminders in your head of things, and things I like to think of now that make it easier. So the first thing I have written down is what I kind of did this week, kind of intentionally, kind of unintentionally. But if you're not gonna have a gym, like we're going to a resort where there is a gym, it's probably not gonna be the best gym. And even if it was, we're probably not gonna be working out that hard because we're on vacation. So something you can easily do is really take advantage of the fact that you're having that long rest period and like have really, really solid hard workouts the day before, like the week before. Like maybe like that's your week where you're going to max out, where you're going to like really go hard on the week before and then give your body like enjoy that week's rest. And like you can set it up so that way that week's rest is nothing but beneficial to your body.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to love this like extra little like deload. Like it's going to be good. Like it's what your body needs and like boom.
Yeah. Also, like I'm a prime example right now. I have not worked out. Like, I didn't work out for, like, 4.5 weeks, and my leg days are back to normal.
Yeah, you're fine.
Like, that's 4.5 weeks. Imagine just a small little vacation you're going on that's maybe, like, half a week, 2 weeks. Like, if you don't work out that entire time, like, you're not going to lose any progress at all. Now, obviously, I had an invasive surgery that, like, cut through my muscles. So, yeah, that's a little bit different than going on a vacation.
Right.
But I'm still, like, back at it after 6 weeks of like no working out. So like I'm a very great example to use of like you're not going to lose any progress even on small little things. So keep that in mind.
Right, especially because like I was saying, resting is so crucial to your progress. And if you haven't taken more than like one day off at a time for like, let's say you've been training for 3 years and you've consistently only done one rest day a week and you haven't done anything else, that rest is going to be beneficial for your progress. It's not going to be harmful in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's going to be good for you. So just take advantage of the fact that resting is good. It's what your body needs.
Yeah. So, yeah. Give it a go. Give it a go rest.
Yeah, rest it up. Enjoy it. But, like, think about, like, your sleep will be good. Like, sleep in. Like, oh, there's so many benefits to being a relaxed, rested person.
Yeah.
So many.
One thing that, like, I really take advantage of on like, beach vacations is being active in other areas. Like, going on a long beach walk in the morning, finding a new coffee shop that's, like, really far down the road. Like, when we went to San Diego, like, every morning we walked to a like new coffee shop and our steps were crazy. Like,
we were walking
so
much
everywhere.
Even that day, I wish it was hotter. We would have done it more, like, on the boogie boards. Like,
Yeah.
paddling around those boogie boards is a workout. Like, you doing all that, like, you got rollerblades. Like, there's so many things you're doing, guys. Even if you're out at, like, a club dancing, like, I can even picture, like, so Alex was literally talking, like, she obviously lives in Miami. She was at the club until 7 a.m. Do you know how many calories she probably burned in that club? Like, obviously she's drinking a lot, but, like, you were on your feet dancing
till 7 a.m.
Till 7 a.m. Like, bitch, what? Talk about cardio.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that, you probably got 20,000 steps in the club.
Yeah.
Like, you are moving probably more than you are at home.
Yeah. Most nights now that I go out, I don't even wear my watch. It's like 50-50 depending if I wear a watch. But I've never actually checked the steps on my watch the next morning, see how many steps I'm getting. But I can imagine it is a lot because we do not sit down.
Dude, and in college, something about, I mean, when you're in college and everything's so close, you can kind of walk everywhere. And the bars weren't even that close to our apartment, but something about having a few drinks in me, you're like, I'll walk home. And me and my friends would walk, like, far. Mm-hmm. Like, there was times I woke up and I would think about it. I'm like, no, from the bar, we walked to McDonald's, then we walked home. And people would be like, you walked? And it's like, oh, yeah, I guess it was far. Like, I guess we did walk, like, 2 miles. Mm-hmm. But, like, we were a little bit drunk, so we just... And then sometimes you run. Like, yeah. I don't know. Like, you just... There's so many times that it's like, oh, yeah, no, we walked. Also, in San Diego, we walked all the way back from those bars.
Yeah. Like, forget getting an Uber to go half a mile down the road. Not happening.
Like, the walking is out of control, especially, oh my God, if you're doing, like, an amusement park vacation.
Yeah.
Like, Disney World. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then, obviously, like, with tracking macros, this is one thing that Taylor and I have noticed when it comes to traveling and, like, tracking food and, like, realizing that you think, yeah, you're eating out a lot, but you're not really eating as much as you really think you are because you have, like, the lack of, like, free snacks, free meals. Like, when I'm home, I eat and I'm way more on top of, like, hitting my macros. When I did track, keep in mind, we have not tracked in a very long time. But when we did track, like, when we would go on trips, work trips or whatever, like, it was honestly sometimes hard when we were bulking to even keep up with our bulk calories because, like, we didn't have, like, free snacks on hand, like, to just, like, eat and stuff. So, like, obviously, some, like, restaurants will vary in what you're getting at restaurants, but, like, you're not eating as much calories as you probably think you are when you're eating out.
Yeah, unless you're going out on this trip a big baller and have, like, endless money to spend on food, it's really hard to eat a lot on a trip. Like, yeah. It is truly more difficult than you think. Like, even little things, like, let's say... We always have oatmeal. Let's say we're trying to make oatmeal. We pack it. We get it at a hotel breakfast, whatever it is. We don't have all of our nut butter. Like, I don't have my, like, raw honey and my blueberry. Like, I don't have that. Like, and it's just, like, little things that it's like, okay, less calories. Like, the snack I would have had didn't have it. Like, didn't have my kitchen. Like, and you don't realize how much you under eat. And it's very easy to, like, overestimate how much you eat when you're in that mindset of being kind of, like, scared of food or scared of weight gain. You're eating less than you think.
And another thing too that I want to also point out with this whole thing, post vacation, like, if you were to even hop on a scale to weigh yourself and you, like, have gained, like, 3-5 pounds or even a pound of weight, and, like, the body weight scale is, like, a trigger for you, keep in mind, like, you're not gaining fat. Like, you are not gaining fat at all. You're just retaining a lot of water because your body was not used to, like, that routine you were on. maybe you didn't have your whole skincare routine with you. You didn't have your whole morning routine. You didn't go to the gym as much. You didn't drink as much water.
You didn't poop as much.
You didn't
like
poop
anything.
as much. Like your sleep schedule was off. You were sleeping less, or you're staying up later, waking up earlier. Like all of those things play such a big role on like how much water your body's going to retain. And post vacation, like you're just retaining water. You're not gaining fat. So do not set yourself up for failure by stepping on the scale after a vacation, because you're just going to look down on yourself when you look and your weight is up. Like, don't do that. Like, you're going to set up yourself up for failure on that one.
Yeah, speaking of water weight, especially if you flew there.
Yeah.
Flights, like, your flights set your whole entire body out of whack. Again, for a day, no need to stress. All you got to do is literally spend one day at home, and you'll be fine. That's it. Literally all you need. And then there's the opposite, the people that, you know, maybe are tracking their macros, lifting, and they're like, no, but I'm trying to gain weight. And like, we just said that you're not going to eat as much. Like, shit. Like, what do I do? Like, my progress, my protein. Like, am I going to eat as much? Guys, pack snacks. Like, not even is this so good for your wallet and your time and your convenience, because we're hungry girls.
Yeah.
We love having food. We love... Yeah, having food. We like eating. Like, we like having food. We do not like to be hungry. Like, we don't like to be hungry. We don't like to be inconvenienced.
I am packing up so many snacks. Like those Quest bars, I have so many of them. I'm packing up one for each day. So I'm packing up like 7 Quest bars. I don't want to be spending money on breakfast every morning. So I'm going to be packing up like cream of rice packets with protein powder packets and like making my own breakfast every morning. But like, do that to save money, but also to make sure that you are eating. Like, do not be skipping meals. Do not be skipping snacks. Like, make sure you're like eating enough food. That is just one thing that I always do when I travel is I pack up food. Yeah,
packing up food makes it so easy.
Or like, buying at a grocery store. When we were in San Diego, we went to the grocery store.
Or when you get there, go to a grocery store. If you're going like somewhere quick, like I love doing that. If it's a long trip, like if me and my family go somewhere for like a week or anything, we'll always go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
But just like having food that you can eat that's comfortable to you, because not only is it going to make you feel just good in the moment because you get to freaking eat, but like it'll just make you feel good overall on the trip. Like we love having, like I'm bringing oatmeal as well. We love having that in the morning. It's going to keep me full. It's going to give me energy. Like I don't want to wake up and eat something and be hungry all day. Like I want to eat something that's going to fill me up so I can enjoy like my day at the pool. And you just want to make sure you're doing these things and packing food, not because you're scared to eat like
other
hotel breakfast, but because like, hey, that'd be a really easy, convenient switch. I'll be full. It keeps my like stomach feeling good.
Saves
like,
me money.
Saves you money. All these other benefits. So that way you can enjoy your lunch and dinner and your whatever else you eat on vacation and be good to go. Like I even know, like I'm packing oatmeal. One of the days at some point I want to get a smoothie bowl. Yeah. Maybe for breakfast, maybe for lunch. I guess whenever I want it. But like one day I'll probably go get breakfast. Like
yeah. And another thing too, like I do want to say this is like if you're going into the mindset of like what Taylor just said, where you're scared to be eating breakfast out, I want you to do the opposite. Like if you're listening to this right now, you have a vacation coming up in like 2 weeks, a month or two, whatever it is. Challenge yourself to not pack up your breakfast and eat breakfast out every single morning to teach yourself and show yourself that it's not bad to be eating breakfast out every morning. So there's 2 ways to be approaching like a vacation. Like if you're going to be doing it solely to better your relationship with food, or if you're just doing it because like you want to save money or whatnot.
Or like, let's say I'm not packing up my own food. And like I said, my family grocery shops. So maybe I'm not always having protein oatmeal. Sometimes they grocery shop and they bought bagels. Okay, so for breakfast, guess what? I'm having bagels. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's still the whole, like, save money, easy, convenient, but, like, it's okay if the like protein oatmeal is not what's being had. Like, you will survive. Like, if you're going to go to the grocery store to get breakfast, don't get protein oatmeal. Get, like, pastries from the bakery. I don't know. Like, get something different. Buy cereal. Like, I don't know.
It's something that you're not usually used to having on your morning routine, whatever, while you're home. Challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone, and it will show your body and show yourself that like 1 or 2, 3 meals that are not what you typically have are not going to kill you.
Not going to kill you at all. If anything, they'll just be good. Like you'll be happy. They'll taste good.
Yeah.
Like, please. You, at the end of the day, are literally never going to remember anything about the trip about if you were like on track, gaining weight, losing weight, strong, not strong. You will never remember that ever.
Yeah. You're never going to look back on the trip and be like, damn, I wish I ate less that trip.
Yeah. You'd probably be like,
I wish I did more.
I was gonna say you're probably gonna be like, damn, that dinner, like I wish I had more of that. Like it was so good. Like you would never be like, oh my god, I wish I ate less of that.
Yeah. Like, never. One thing, so there's this one restaurant that when I was like super like toxic with my like relationship with food and like traveling and stuff, there's this one restaurant in is it Puerto Rico or is it Aruba? I can't remember. Years ago, like 6 years ago, that my family would go to. It's an Italian restaurant, and they bring over a massive cheese wheel, and they like toss the pasta in the cheese wheel. And I never did it. I never got it because I was terrified of pasta because fucking carbs. Oh my god, like scary.
My god, and cheese
and cheese. Oh my god, this must be so bad for you. And like looking back on that, like damn. I wish I got to try that cheesy pasta from that cheese bowl that was tossed in some like cheese and getting melted and like so yummy goodness and like fresh right in front of me. But no, I never did it because I was terrified I was going to be super bloated and like feeling fat and fatigued and gross after eating it. No, sis, like Sam, 5-6 years ago, I wish you got to enjoy that cheesy pasta bowl, but you didn't because you were all in your head with your relationship with your body and the food you were consuming, which sounds so silly. Like Sam, knock yourself in the head. Wake up a little bit.
Like, I cannot wait to devour a hefty amount of chips and guac by the pool. Because, hello, we're going to be in Mexico. And, like,
the tacos are going to be endless.
Like, the way, if I didn't eat that, I'd probably be, like, thinking about how, oh, my God, like, I can't believe I didn't have chips and guac in Mexico. Like, someone would be like, oh, my God, you went to Mexico? Like, how was the food? And you're going to be like, I couldn't fucking tell you because I was terrified.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Like, it sounds, I know it's very serious to a lot of people. So when I'm kind of making jokes of it, it's not to make fun of people struggling, it's to show you that like it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
because like, it's ridiculous. Like at the end of the day, when you talk about it to yourself, like you're scared of cheesy pasta, it sounds stupid. Like, and so like when you think about it, of like, oh yeah, like that is kind of dumb. Like it just clicks in your brain, like what the fuck are you scared of? It's stupid. Like it sounds so serious in the moment to be so scared of eating the fucking cheesy pasta. And then you look back, like imagine looking someone in the eyes and being like, I was scared to try pasta. It sounds crazy.
No.
Like it doesn't sound, like it sounds crazy.
100%. And that's like, this can go also for not vacation too. Like regular restaurants at home, like like Taylor and I had this conversation, like if you feel like you need to be bringing like your own condiments or your own like alternative, or you need to be like doing anything, like, which keep in mind, like we have been through these mindsets before. It's like,
used to be us. Like
you just need to wake up and be like, damn, like maybe this is not the right mindset and way of living when it comes to like eating freely at a restaurant or like at a friend's house or like anything. Like food is so fun.
Yeah.
Like, and I wish I got to experience more of that like years ago when I was so like fun. So like, you're telling me I was on basically a free vacation with my family because my parents were paying for everything. And I did not get to take advantage of the fact that my parents were buying me breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now I'm going on vacations and I'm paying for everything.
Bruh, no, literally.
like what the fuck was I thinking? If
you're like stressing about a vacation and you're one of our listeners who's like maybe 16, 17 in high school, this trip is on your parents' credit card,
get the most
heart out because food's expensive.
Yeah, get the best looking thing on that menu.
If this trip was on my parents' card, I would not be packing breakfast.
Yeah. No, literally.
I would pack not a single food.
Here's the thing. I'm going to Tampa in April for like 4 days. I will not be packing my own breakfast. I will be going to Starbucks every morning with my brothers and getting like a breakfast sandwich. Yeah. Like I will not be packing. Oh, I know. Like, oh, mom, dad, me and the boys are going to Starbucks. Oh, my dad's going to hand the card and be like, all right, get me something too. And I'm like, bet. Like, I wouldn't have done that years ago. I would have brought my own breakfast.
Such a good point. If the trip's on your parents, eat your fucking heart out. I wanted to touch on something that I forgot to kind of write down. I know a big part of people and eating on vacation and being on vacation, especially as we're coming through summer, is the idea of being in a bathing suit the whole time.
Yeah.
Because it might not be so much so losing progress when you get back or the gym. It might be totally just related to the fact that day you're going to be in a bathing suit.
Yeah.
And to that, I have a few things to say. One, the difference in your body from one day to the next is something no one else can see but you. Like any day where you might be like, oh, I'm bloated. I'm like, you are?
Yeah,
like,
Taylor came into my room like this past weekend
Literally
after
on
like when we were getting
Friday.
ready. And she was like, I just feel like gross and bloated. And I'm like, Taylor, bro, like, nah. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna slap you in the face back and forth. Like, nah. Stop saying that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, but it's like, it's true. Like, I'll do the same exact thing to her. I'm like, I feel gross. Or like, these pants don't fit right. I don't want to wear them. But it's like, we all go through that. And I would never be able to nitpick it on somebody else.
You're the only one that sees that one. But obviously, seeing it's not nice. So you'd rather fix it. So like little things, drinking water, getting to bed. But also, that's like not the biggest deal. You're never gonna know that. And then like, oh my god, you're gonna be taking pictures by the pool. Girl, posing does wonders. Find your flattering things you like to wear, cute ways you like to sit for Instagram, and vibe.
Yeah.
Like, it's truly okay. Like, I can promise you there will be a few days on this trip, actually less now, because the less stressed I am about food, the way less bloated and the way less I freak out.
100%.
Like, if I'm not stressed about food, it honestly doesn't really affect me. If I'm stressing about what I'm eating, I will blow up like a balloon just thinking about it.
Yeah.
So, if I'm not stressed about eating, I actually probably won't be that bloated because I'll be super chill. But there'll probably be a day where I'm like, oh, like, damn,
Yeah.
like, chips and guac hit me hard. And guess what? Like, you just gotta fucking, it is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
that's just, you eat food, it has to go somewhere. Like, it's gonna be on your stomach for a little bit, and then you're gonna, like, you know,
And no, and
it'll
like,
leave,
honestly,
but, like, it happens.
this conversation too, like, kind of makes me upset because, like, even since we've announced that we're going to Cabo, like, I've gotten quite a bit of messages from girls being like, so what are you doing to prepare yourself for this vacation?
Nothing.
And it's like, it makes me so sad because, like, I used to be that way where, like, I would prep for a vacation. Oh, Cabo's coming up. I got to go on the Stairmaster an hour 3 times this week. Like,
It's not gonna change how you look.
it's not going to change how you look. Maybe you're going to sweat more, yes. But, like, if anything, it's just going to make you probably more bloated because you're going to overtrain.
Yeah.
Like, when you overtrain, you are going to be more bloated because you are overworking your body, and your body does not know what to hold on to because you are exerting way too much sweat from your body, probably not drinking enough water, and you're just going to bloat up like a balloon, and you're not going to feel as good. So just, like, continue on with your regular routine. Don't feel like you need to overtrain. Exercise a little bit more, hit more steps, eat less, because that's just going to hit you in the butt, like, the wrong way around.
Yeah, if anything, like, these, like, last few days, I've been trying to actually eat more and get a lot of protein in because, like we said, we actually tend to undereat.
Yeah.
So I've been actually trying to really focus because, like, with calories, it's, like, at the end of the day, it's, like, the average of what you're eating.
Yeah.
So I actually try to, like, in these next few days, actually be eating quite a bit. Oh, no, the memory card's, like, running out of storage. Hold on.
That's no fun.
No, let me delete some stuff. Okay, we're back. I forgot the last thing that I said, but overtraining and doing Stairmaster.
Yeah.
So it's actually funny because when you said prep for the vacation, where my mind goes, it used to go there. I was like, I got my nails done, I shaved, I did my eyebrows, I did my laundry. That's what I think of. I'm like, I do that to prep for vacation. So guys, like, when you're talking about, like, how do you prep for vacation weight loss wise, I prep for these vacations by being on top of my shit all year round. Like, doing extra workouts right before a trip will literally not do anything. It will not do anything except waste your time.
Yeah,
like,
don't waste your time.
You're literally wasting your time. But I don't know why it clicked to me to think about the bathing suit. Like, I totally forgot that being in a bathing suit all the time. But just know, like, if you see us on the gram, we're not typed to post those, like, before and after body positivity pictures. We've said our piece on that. We think they're stupid. But just know, like, obviously what you post on Instagram is your best angle. And now I would like to give us credit. We've been told so many times that we look exactly like how we do on Instagram. So I feel like our Instagrams are very realistic.
Yeah.
So I give us props for that. But at the end of the day, Instagram's your best angle. Like, obviously, right after I finish my marg with my, like, 4 sides of chips and guac, probably not taking a photo. Like, you gotta come on, like, but, like, you will enjoy it. And you'll take a picture when you feel good. Like, it's not that. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It really is.
All good. You don't need to be packing, like, bloating pills. And, like, you know, like, people get so, like, in their head, like, and, like, I know some people, like, actually, like, like, you know, your probiotic makes you feel good. Like, I'm not saying like don't bring your fucking like probiotics that you take every single day. I'm telling like extra stuff like solely for the purpose of your bathing suit. It's stupid.
So I feel like we covered it all.
I feel like we covered so much,
and I really hope this can help you guys. Anyone that is struggling with like the fear of going on vacation, because
vacation is
we've been there. Now we are like so food freedom, like it's fucking crazy.
Almost too much.
Almost too much to the point where I'm like spending way too much money when we're eating
and
out.
Almost too much. Like my food freedom is almost so good. Like I'm kind of eating like shit. I'm like, wait, should I go back to like wanting to eat healthy? Yeah. Like you're kind of eating like shit, girl. My thing though,
like when we will be eating out, like I will be trying my best to be eating like a lot of like protein focused meals, because one, it will get expensive if I'm not eating protein focused meals, because I'm gonna get like so hungry an hour later after I eat if there's no protein in the meal I'm eating. My focus,
like, I mean, obviously food that's gonna make me full and stuff, but also I'm so excited for like fresh avocados and fresh fruit. And like like that's where my mind goes. I'm like, wait, I actually can't wait for like a salad, because I feel like it's gonna be like fresh and delicious. Like I just want like fresh, yummy food.
I'm so excited for seafood, because we're not obviously right on the water in Texas. I'm sure like probably Houston or like anywhere more
but that water's like gross, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess, but like you can still get like fresh fish.
Yeah,
but like
I guess.
I don't know. I'm just excited for fresh fish. I'll be eating a lot of fish.
Yeah, I just want like the freshest fruit. Like I could just imagine like a giant fruit platter and it being like delicious, like a pineapple or I don't even know, pineapples are from where, like Hawaii. I don't even know what fruit is like native to Mexico, but I want it.
Yeah.
Avocados are. So I'm down for that. But yeah, that's like what we think about when we go on vacation, and stupid things you guys shouldn't think about. So you can enjoy your vacation, because you know weather's getting hotter. You guys are gonna be going on your beach trips.
Yeah.
So hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, me too.
I liked it. Rate the podcast 5 stars, please. I love you forever. And yeah, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, all the things. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening.
Bye, guys.
Bye.